Chicano Ideas YouTube channel. How's it going, everybody? If you happen to come across this, my channel is that channel's not running no more, so I'm gonna need to start this new page, this new process of restarting. I started back in 2015, one of the first Chicanos speaking on YouTube about history, about the streets, about knowledge of Chicano culture. And so that channel, I can no longer log into it. I can't log out. I can't get access inside of it. So it's there. It's just going to be sitting. And so this is going to be a new page and a restart of, talking about Chicano history, talking about Chicano culture. And the last video I did was at the Devotion Car Show. Other than that, what is there to talk about? Well, one of the last things that I wanted to talk about that I would have talked about if I didn't have to restart is, just from watching stuff as weeks go by about it was interesting how everything came to what it is now. Because this video I wanted to do a while ago, but I just been busy, caught up about how everything with Goldtoes, like Goldtoes now, did he lose support? Did Goldtoes now just hit the backstage because maybe he doesn't have a lot of support like he thought he was, or maybe he did what he can and now it's just from there, whatever happens, because it's unfortunate. I was watching a video by Cholo Trucker and he made a good point about how the goal is for there to be no gangs. That's the goal. And it makes a lot of sense because to me, the generation of the kids born in 2010 up, there may not be a lot of norteño and sureños when it comes to the Chicano gang banging, possibly because a lot of us are not teaching our kids about that or wanting them to be a part of it. A lot of the late 2000s baby, mid 2000s baby, early 2000 baby, they're like somewhat the last of the generation that seems like to want to be a part of this norteño sureño identity and culture. A lot of these younger kids who are 20 and 21, they're like affiliated from what it seems like because of their parents. Their parents were once this, their parents were once that, and so they get to affiliate themselves. But they're good kids because I meet a lot of youngsters who graduated high school, who their parents are OGs, and they try to be cool with the homies. They know what's up, but the thing is that a lot of these younger kids, they ain't never even been into no street fights. They ain't never even half assed it, as in when it comes to wanting to be a homie as a kid. You know, their parents taught them right, but because their parents have an affiliation, they're able to be like, oh yeah, I'm down with this Norteño or Sureño or whatever, clica you're from. But, as I was pay attention to this, it's unfortunate that, I was watching people's podcasts and they were saying, they want Goldtoes to stop talking about this and that of, just stop doing it, they were saying. And it's like, how people who said, yeah, Goldtoes, helped me out, he did this and that, but he just needs to stop speaking on this. But to me, it's like the gang culture when it comes to Chicanos, it's like after 2030, when the kid born in 2010 is 20 years old, like, you don't see nobody on the streets anymore now. I watch all these YouTubes, I watch people's podcasts, and they're from LA to all over California. It's like they're there talking about what their hood used to be. Like, there used to be little homies here, and it's like, but there ain't nobody out there now. I drive around the city where I'm from. There's nobody hanging out like that. These youngsters ain't hanging out on the streets like that, selling weed, selling coke. They're inside, they're inside playing video games and selling weed from their house and going back to play video games. Or, it's not what it used to be, as in kids, youngsters, especially under 21, hanging out on the streets because I watch it on YouTube. People talk about it. Hey, this used to be that, it used to be that. And yeah, there's maybe a few guys here and there who are able to, they're in their mid 20s though. And it's like that's the last of the generation. The early 2000s babies seem like it's going to be the last of the generation to possibly have this gang mentality of norteños and sureños because even these guys who are rapping, whoever north or south, they're not teaching their cousins or their little nephews or kids to be homies. Be homies, keep the tradition going on. Go kick it out in the streets. And as I watch YouTube and people's channels from Chicanos, everybody's saying this is what it used to be, this is what it used to be, this is how it was, and nobody's out there. Because if it still was out there when these guys who are into, oh, I like these white guys or whoever the hell, meet up with these guys and show us your hood, there would still be hella motherfuckers out there, still kicking it. You wouldn't have to call everybody out there. Sometimes these guys call people out there, so it's like, yeah, this is us from the hood, but nobody lives in the hood. Nobody's out there selling weed, coke. There's not crackheads running around like there used to be. There's a lot of homeless people, and homeless people are in their areas, but it's not what it used to be of in the 2000s or 90s of, crackheads just out there and fools just out there hustling drugs and making feria like nothing. And it's unfortunate, you know, that hope that some of it's the older generation though, but hopefully, the younger generation, they get it and understand that, there's better things in life than kicking it in jail. Obviously they understand that kicking it on the streets is not the way to be because they're not out there. I drive around town, around the neighborhoods and of my city, and I don't see people out there like back in the days when you used to drive by, see hella brothers. Even the brothers used to be out there deep selling crack or crystal or whatever. There ain't nobody out there like that. The hood used to be like that in the back in the days, but when I watch people's YouTube channel and they talk about their neighborhoods, ain't nobody out there doing that. And that's a good thing in a way. That's real positive for the community, making the community a better place. Now you just got to watch out for these homeless people. They're the ones who are taking over the streets and you got to watch out for. But other than that, Chicanos, hopefully I'm going to have some videos coming soon. This is going to be my new channel. I got to restart all over. I'll continue to talk about history and culture, and I will continue to give my point of view about, what's the environment around me and, being Chicano. So other than that, Chicanos, this is the new channel. If you happen to come across it, subscribe, and slowly but surely I will have to, come up and it's a restart. So culture is power and history is knowledge. And, if you come across my old channel, that's just going to be it. Those are the videos. I was able to make over 100 videos for that channel, and that channel will live on, but it never blew up, because who knows, it's about how YouTube has control and they're able to, put your videos out there and how they want to, because I've done good tags. I tagged my stuff. I did everything that I could since 2015, but, it wasn't meant for that channel to do anything. And maybe with this restart, it could do something with me just sharing history, sharing culture, sharing my thoughts about growing up Chicano. So other than that, peace out. If you come across this, leave your comment. Let me know if you were subscribed to my old channel. Peace.